What up, rough leaders? Welcome back to my channel. As we approach another intersection without a turning lane here on the East Bank Bypass Road, I just wanted to point out, to you what this hazard really means, what I'm talking about. Now, if you were turning left or right off of this highway, you need to be able to get out of the main stream of traffic. So let's say we're heading south as I am right now and approaching an intersection. You need to be able to get out of these lanes, right? Move over to the center and then take up a position in the turning lane. And if you don't have turning lanes, what tends to happen is that you have to stop in the middle of traffic, in the middle of the fast lane. Now this is another road, has not been completed. This is an access road with an access road. Well, it seems as if this is going to become some kind of access road because it's a what do you call it, a reserve, right? It's a reserve land in which you can't build, and this is the culvert that's built here with pedestrian crossing the culvert. But as you can see, there's no turning lane in preparation for this, what eventually may be a road. You need to be able to move over to the left or the right, depending on which direction you're going, so that you can turn off of the main road. And that means whether you're turning across the center lane or you're turning off the side of the road, you know, turning right or left, you need to be able to move into a turning lane. And somehow that little bit of information never made it to the Ministry of Public Works. And that means that a lot of these roads are hazards even before they're open, right? Even before they're completed. The design is flawed, the design is dangerous. Now let me see, I think they're building a turning lane at the other intersection, the one that's coming up. It seems as if they're building a turning lane at the next intersection, the one that's coming up. We're now about a mile or so away from the end. I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way to the end. My battery's dying, so I'm not going to make it, at least not in this set of videos. Then maybe in another future set of videos I'll be able to go all the way to the end. But the goal is to find out exactly how far this bypass road has been completed, even before it's open. It's clearly this end of it is not yet open to traffic. And part of the problem, I've said before, is that the design is flawed, right? They did not design turning lanes at every intersection. Now the intersection that's coming up here seems to have a turning lane. There seems to be a cutout in the center, so based on what I can see from here, there's a cutout, right? So the traffic that is going to turn will eventually have the access to an inside lane, a turning lane. But that is not consistent. In other words, they haven't built that at every intersection. And that I see is a major flaw in the design of these access road, this bypass road and the access roads that cross it. But here we are heading towards Diamond. We might be in the vicinity of Little Diamond, and this is the neighborhood around, right? These are the houses that are on the side. As you can see, a lot of the neighborhood is still being built out. A lot of new homes still being built. And the other side of the road, that's on the east side, you can see there are a lot of older homes. These seem to have built in the 1970s and 1980s, so there's some older homes and older designs. And on the west side, you can see these are concrete homes that are being built in the current era. Some of them with old traditional Guyanese styles, but others purely concrete in what are now new housing developments. New housing developments here along the East Bank Bypass Road. So that's what's happening here, guys. This is the East Bank Bypass Road heading towards Diamond, and from the look of things, the road has been completed for another mile or so beyond this point at which we're going to stop. We're going to stop at this intersection is coming up here because my battery's running out. And one of the things that I've been complaining about for a long time is that there are no turning lanes. Now this one is crazy. They have turning lanes on the southbound side. I'm actually walking southbound. I'm walking in a direction towards the south. There seems to be a turning lane on this side. That is the southbound side. And a slip lane on the other side of the intersection. So for traffic heading south, these arrows on the road tell you where you need to line up. So they're built to turn. So guys, this is the intersection. I'm showing you an example of what a turning lane should look like on the East Bank Bypass Road. So here's an access road. We're probably around Little Diamond, right? So this is where a lot of the new construction, new housing development is taking place. See a lot of sand on the side of the road telling you people are building out here. So this is the access road, and now this is what the turning lane looks like. So all along this East Bank Bypass Road, they should have built these turning lanes, but they didn't. This is only the third one that I've encountered in all of my walk along. Now this part of the road has not yet been open, but here it is again. On the other side, there is a slip lane. So when you turn off of this or turn onto the East Bank Bypass Road, right? You're turning south. You don't have to drive into the fast lane immediately. You can drive onto this merging lane, right? You can drive onto this merging lane, and it gives you about, I don't know, 25 meters or so to turn to join the fast lane, to give you a chance to find an opening to move into the fast lane. And that is in fact what building a safe roadway looks like. And that is not this has not happened along this road for the entire section between Providence and Georgetown, that is South Run Belt. And that's what I've been complaining about. It seems as if the Ministry of Public Works has finally heard what we've been saying on these videos, and they've now decided to address that concern as far as safety into this part of the road. In other words, a section that is south of Providence, that has been completed in the last, I don't know, 6 months or so, and that is still being built out, right? So in this section of the road, it seems to have built a narrower center divide, right? They don't have this broad center divide that you have all along the East Bank Bypass Road so far, and this goes out, I believe, as far as Diamond. We're going to get there in a future video, but for now I'm going to stop here because it illustrates the point we're making. This road is being completed, thankfully, in reasonable pace. So I guess in the next year or so it should be open. But it was not being built safely, but this section of it seems to have been responding to the safety concerns of the people who were commenting on the fact that there are no turning lanes. That's what's up, guys. That's what's happening in this neck of the woods here at Little Diamond, right? The next community being Great Diamond, and on the East Bank Bypass Road. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in the fastest growing economy in the world, in Guyana. Later!